Let me talk about kind of the politics, I guess, of being mayor. And other police actions, I would say your office probably would categorize these as routine happenings in the police department, but to some, it felt like you made political moves in who got transferred or reassigned or maybe demoted with two prominent Republicans of color, I guess if you want to say it that way, being reassigned. Was that I'm going to assume that you're not going to say that was anything political, but the perception that it looked political. Mm-hmm. Would you like a redo on that?
No, and I can tell you the hardest part, one of the harder parts, I should say, of this role is that when you are in any leadership role, whether it's mayor or whether it is running an organization, you have to look at all of your HR decisions on HR. And because of privacy, I don't have the liberty to say, that's not it, right? I want to scream from the rooftop and go, that's not it. But I can't do that because it is an HR matter. But I can absolutely say from my perspective, it was not based on politics. And I was a little shocked at some of the things that I was hearing coming out from those other voices. And I would, looking at it from their point of view, I respect their input, but I can tell you that it was not political from my perspective. And I wish that I could scream from the rooftop and say, but I can't. And so even in other cases, there have been comments made about things that I know the facts and the truth, and I just can't say them, but they have to own their reality.
So no thought maybe of redoing that so it explicitly, since you are hamstrung on what you can say, mm-hmm. maybe redoing that, maybe different times, different steps or whatever, so it doesn't look political. So you go out of your way to make sure it doesn't look political, or is it just, you know what, the chips are gonna lie where they lie?
I guess it's fair when you look back at anything where someone would make a public outcry and go, could we have handled that differently? Could it have been done at a different time? But I also know that the due diligence of which the chief, the assistant chief, myself put into making sure that we were aligning staff was the appropriate time for the promotions that came behind that. Promoting several different individuals based on their merit and their work was the key factors in making those decisions.